Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I put this room together. My baseboard, carpet, and carpet padding, even the outlet. A while ago, I had gutted this room out and now I'm able to put it back together. So let's do it together. Guys, remember a while ago, I was painting this room. It was like, I think a Saturday morning. And I brought y'all along for a little dance party with me. So I'm going to go ahead. I think this room is 11. Guys, remember a while ago, I was painting this room. It was like, I think a Saturday morning. And I brought y'all along for a little dance party with me. So I'm going to go ahead. I think this room is 11 by 8. Let me measure it again. So the room is 12 by 9, 12 by 10. And this is the way it is. It doesn't have a window, but I'm trying to make it appear like it do have a window. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and roll out going to put carpet in this area. This is my downstairs. The bathroom is straight across from here that I just did. And I'm going to go ahead and put the padding down on the floor. And I went to Lowe's. I'm putting the padding on the floor. I went to Lowe's to go buy some carpet, some padding glue. But they have like a huge tub of it, and I don't need a huge tub. So I'm going to use liquid nail just to put in, like, maybe on the outer edge. I'm going to use two sets of two different color pattern because is what I had. Both of them are the same height. Is what I have and is what I'm going to use. I'm not going to go out there and buy any more. So let me go ahead and lay this out, and then I'm going to, you have to cut this open on the slant, put it on this gun right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it down and then come back and show you. What I forget to tell you, I don't know if it's the same price as your Lowe's, but my Lowe's was selling these off liquid nail for $1.79. I bought 3 of them. I think I'm going to go back there today and buy another 2 because I'm always doing projects around here. And if I'm not mistaken, this is anywhere from $4, maybe even to $6. That's the liquid nail. So I'm going to go back and get me some more. So check your Lowe's and see if you have them because you can use them for different projects because it's a really good glue. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue this down and then come back and show you. Now that I am finished with the carpeting, now I'm going to go ahead and add the baseboard. And the baseboard, I bought it from Lowe's. And I am going to, well, I kind of got a hang of it now doing the baseboards. Truthfully, things I've never done before, but I believe if I try it, what's the crime? So I've been able to do it in the bathroom. Let me show you how the ones in the bathroom look. And I am going to tackle the ones right in this room here. I have to put in the cover for the switch for the plugs, and this is how everything look now. So most of my videos from now on will be, until I finish downstairs, will be more of a vlog type. So let me take you in the bathroom and show you the baseboard. And I think I did a pretty good job. Let me know what you think. So here is the baseboard that I've done. And let me take you around this. I put this around the built-ins. You guys have seen this before. And this is the way it looks. And this is my first time trying it. And I cut them freehand. And I will show you me doing this. This is the rest of it back here. So let's go back to that room. And as you remember, I did the sheetrock here, put up the chair railing. And yeah, let's go back to the room. So these are my baseboard. I have 3 of them. I have more on the other side because I am also putting baseboard in theater area. I have 2 more pieces to do. Going to take you along to do them. And what I am going to do is, as you know, it's 4 walls here, but this one here, I'm going to join this one because this is the shorter wall. I'm going to join this one because I have pieces remaining from the bathroom. And I did my measurement. I'll eventually show you how I do my measurement, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut these, get them in, and eventually I will show you how I do my measurement. I also have to put in this molding right here that when I did the demo that I had to take out this piece right here that got soiled by the water. And this is the saw that I'm using, my Old Faithful. I know I could use a table saw, but I don't have one, so I'm going to use what I have. I don't even know if I'm comfortable with a table saw. I'm going to get some lessons and get me one because I have a lot of building to do. I have a whole room that I have to build from scratch. So let me go ahead and do this, and then I will show you how I cut them. So I cut the first one already, and I made a mitered edge. You can see it right here. Make a mitered edge. And this one here, I haven't cut it as yet. This is the one that goes behind the door. So what I'm going to do is close the door. Also had to put in a lock. I'm going to take you guys along while I do this too. So let me put it behind the door and see if I have the perfect length. So now that I close the door, it's almost the length. I just have to make the mitered edge, and that will get me right in where I need to get it at. So I'm gonna go ahead. Eventually I'll show you how I cut the mitered edge and how I put it together, because I do have the 90-degree cutter, but somehow it's just so difficult for me to use, so I just improvise and do it freestyle. So I'm going to take you in to show you how I do this. So I have this piece here that I kept what was not soil. And what I did, I measure it all the way up to the tip top. And then, let me take it out of place. I put it up to this like that, and I use something flat. To make them line up together. I could use this right here for now. And then what I do is just flip it over and then draw along the line. Let me show you how. So I make sure that this is lined up like perfectly, the top and the bottom. And then what I do is I go inside here and I draw the line closest to the bottom. And then I tilt my saw at a 90-degree and I cut it on a slant so it could fit in the corner. So let me go ahead and draw this because I'm doing one hand and taping. 1 second. So see what I'm talking about drawing the line right up next to it. So that's how I do mine. And then I just use my saw and then hold the saw at a slant and cut it. This is how I cut this. So see, it has a straight edge. I'm taking you down low with me. So now I'm going to line this up. This piece here that's already cut, I'm going to line this up like this. Then I'm going to use something with a flat edge, straight flat edge, and just line it up. So I'm pushing my piece into it. Now, you see how this piece is already cut on the slant? This is a piece that I saved that I could use as a template. So, like I said, I put this up like this, make showing that from side to side is measured, and then from front to back. And then I take my pencil and I go inside of the piece, inside of it, So now I have my line drawn. So now I know I have to go on the inside of the line. So with this plugged up and this like that, I tilt my saw. Let me take you up a little bit. I tilt my saw like this at an angle, and then so with one cut, I have my edge that I need. And you see, it's at an angle. So that's the edge that I need to line up against the other piece to give me the edge that I need. This is the opposite side of it. But you get the concept of how I cut the edge. So then what I do is just go fill it in. Once I put it up to the crease, I'm going to take you to one that I already did and line up. One right here that I cut and line up, giving me the, I think 90 degrees or 45-degree angle. I don't know, guys, for real, I don't know. I just had a vision and I'm like, oh, let me see how they do this. So then I'll go in with finishing nails in the creases. Finishing nails, one on the bottom, one on the top, going down along the line, and then end up filling this here with cork. But first what I'm going to do, because I put the line here from the saw, I'm going to go ahead and paint each one of my baseboard and then show you the finished product. I am finished cutting out all my baseboard, and I wanted to put this mirror right here. And let me step back and show you how it looks. It's a slender mirror. Wanted to put it right here, but I also wanted to go ahead and frame out the bottom of it. So I did a cut, like I show you how to cut the baseboard, and I was able to get it cut neatly around the space, then to the other side of it. So I'm going to go ahead now, like I said, and paint up my baseboard. And I'm using finishing nails because I don't have that air pressure gun. And paint them out, let them dry, maybe about an hour or so. Because I put my heater in the room. And I'm not going to paint them in place. I'm going to take them up, paint them, let them dry, put them back in the room on the floor, let them dry. I put my heater in here and a fan to let them dry pretty quick so I could get it in. And let me do that, and then I'll come back and I'll show you me putting the plates for the sockets. And if you want to know, this is the paint. This says semi-gloss, and this is interior paint and primer. I got this from Lowe's. I think it was like $20-something, and it said hide white. So I think that'll be good. And this is what I am going over the baseboards with. And I'm using just one of the regular Dollar Tree roller and go over it, let it dry, and I'm going to show you the finished room after this. Came back to show you this. I would line, once I'm doing baseboard, I line them all up together like this. So I could just go ahead and paint them in one scoop, just paint them all together, then painting every individual one. I just line them up on the floor. I'm pretty good that I know I would not get any paint on the carpet, but if you think that you will get paint on your carpet, just use some type of plastic or some type of protective, because you don't want to mess up your new carpet. So yeah, this is how I will go ahead and paint them out together. I'll put them in a paint roller pan and just give them one good scoop back and forth, and I know that I paint them out the right way the first time, and for them to have like an even stroke. And another thing is I will put my heater in here and my fan, and these will be dry in like maybe like a half an hour, but I'm going to give them an hour because I want them to be the paint to adhere tightly onto this here. So I'll come back and show you again. I am finished. The only thing that's left for me to do is the cleanup, and I have one more plate to put on to this. And I did the mirror. I have to do the caulking around it. And listen, I am so excited about just being able to do this. So, and I use a stud finder to help me find a stud in the wall, but this is how everything is looking. And when we come back, we're going to do the knob together. And can anybody guess what I'm going to do with this room? So let's work it out.